Hey, just thought I'd make a video in regards to social distancing during this crazy time we're living in right now. I noticed some of you are having a hard time staying home and working with a rhythm that we're not used to working with. And I get it. It's hard. Change is hard, but I think this is a time to really, look inwards, reflect on things, slow down, and find new parts of us that we might not have known existed. So I feel like this is a good opportunity to do that. And if you wanted to, try a new thing, try a new thing. Learn something new, start a new hobby, read that book that you've been neglecting for months. Like this, it's happening. We can't fight it. So, might as well work with it. Go with the flow and challenge ourselves. Find something new, learn from it. And I get it. It can be frustrating, anxiety ridden. Like I've lost so much hair over the last week. It's a little bit concerning, but it's challenging me to just sit in it and be like, okay, this is happening. I can't help it. Fighting it is not gonna help. So what can I do to make this experience less shitty for myself? So that means, getting outside, getting fresh air, taking my yoga practice outside rather than inside, brainstorming ways to change up the way I practice my music, my art, anything. I haven't actually sat down to read my book yet. I mean, I have, but not since I had to stay home. But that's another thing we could do. And I think, yeah. And if you need to go out, you don't have to stay at home. That's the thing. Social distancing doesn't mean you coop yourself up in your house and be incredibly miserable, because that's not what it's about. It's about, taking precautions. It's just taking care of ourselves, taking care of others, and if you do have to go out, just make sure you keep a distance of 1 to 2 arms lengths. Don't go to places that are crowded. Wash your hands, sanitize. If you bring anything into the house, sanitize it. That's what I've been doing. And yeah, I've been going outside for walks for the last few days because it does get a little bit loopy, but find ways to help yourself feel better so that it makes this experience a little less painful. Honestly, I feel like I actually had a premonition a few months ago, and it was in regards to this, although not specifically about a virus. It was, I was sitting in meditation, and this feeling just came to me, and these thoughts as well accompanied that feeling, where it was a sense of shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be a wild ride. We need to fucking hang on, because this is completely new. But at the same time, although it wasn't it didn't feel good per se, and it didn't feel easy, it felt that at the end of it, it would bring us all collectively, globally, together, to work together and create something new, and that it would be for the betterment of the planet somehow. And now we see the air pollution is diminishing. The fish are coming back in the Venice canals. The swans are coming back. The dolphins are coming back to the coasts of Italy. And I think this is, you know, what universe wanted. She's telling us, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, whoever, whatever you want to call it, telling us, slow down. Just wait a fucking second. Slow down. Look inwards. There are people around us. There are animals around us. We just need to slow down and take care of ourselves and take care of each other and take care of this planet. And that was also confirmed by an oracle reading I did a few days ago, which is on my Instagram page, at bone period damage. I'll just put it up here. Bone damage at, yeah, it's not an email, at bone damage. And I just feel like it's a Mother Nature cleanup situation. She's been screaming at us long enough, and this is the final straw. And I feel like that's why it's like taking a really big poop after being constipated for a long time. I mean, like, I've never experienced that personally, but it just seems like an apt comparison. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. It's been brewing in my head recently, and I just impulsively wanted to make this video and get the message out. It's gonna be okay. Just stay safe. Keep your distance. Wash your hands. Stay at home if you feel a little sick. It's gonna be okay. Flatten the curve is that hashtag going around, but it's science, math, like it's math. It's nothing mystical or mysterious. It's exponential growth. That's what's happening right now. We were at the flat line for a while, and now it's, on the upshoot, the uptick. So we just need to not be like those partiers down in Florida during the spring break beach party situation like that. If you don't know about that, Google it. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why people think that's still a good idea. You don't need to hoard toilet paper. You don't need to hoard food. Like, grocery stores are still open. We're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it too much. And although it's serious, it's happening. We just gotta breathe with it. Oh, that's probably not the best. Oops. I didn't mean to. I mean, go along with it. It's happening, we can't fight it. So might as well make the best out of it for ourselves. It's hard. It's hard. Like, I have OCD with cleanliness, so I get it. It's stressful. I actually I can't go to work right now because it's been weighing down on me too much, and I didn't want to risk. Oh yeah, don't touch your face, which, I mean, I'm at home, so that's less risky, but just don't touch your face. Yeah, I didn't want to risk getting my mom sick, so there's that too. And it's just, yeah, be proactive, take care of yourself, try not to be too hard on yourself. Change is constant, so that's another thing. Can't expect things to stay the same, and if we expect that, then we're gonna forever be upset. And I get it. Like, there's been a lot of disruption in people's routines, our natural rhythms. Some people, like, I'm an introvert, so this is like, staying in is easy for me because this is just what I do. And if I were to hang out with people, it's like with one person at a time, and maybe like once per week or like once every other week. I don't really feel the need to interact with people. But I get that some people do, and if you are used to being on the go constantly, then maybe this is an opportunity to discover or explore a new rhythm that you might not actually have explored before. And maybe it's a good opportunity to also challenge pre-existing beliefs about yourself that, you know, like, maybe they're not true. Because, like, for example, let's use the splits for example. I remember before, this was years ago. I just thought, oh, I could never do the splits, and I was a kid. Like, flexibility is on your side as a kid. Yet I still went, oh, I can't do the splits. And I used to take ballet, so when my teacher said, let's try to get you to work towards the splits, which honestly isn't the healthiest way to go about it, but it is what it is. I practiced it, I did, and then I was able to do it. And even so, let's say most recently, I injured my knee last year summer when I was longboarding, and I thought that it would hurt forever. I thought, oh, there goes my flexibility. I can't, you know, bend over as much anymore. It's always gonna hurt when I walk for too long or whatever. But then during a yoga practice one time, like a few weeks ago, I went a little further into it was some sort of forward fold with my legs outstretched, and I just, you know, sat with the discomfort, breathed through it, challenged myself to not necessarily push, but just, you know, gently ease myself into it. And then something happened, and then since then, like, my pain is basically gone. So, just food for thought. Some things aren't necessarily the way you think they are, including the ways you might think about yourself. So, I think that's it. Just wanted to, get the word out. Think everything will be okay. Just be safe, take care of yourself, take precautions, stay mindful, but try to just, you know, not get yourself too miserable, because that makes it worse. That never helps. Being stressed out and miserable isn't good for immune system, and we need that right now. Make yourself some soup, watch a comedy, whatever. Take this time to really just take a moment. So yeah, I will talk to you another day. Take care.